Welcome home to Channel 11, CBS.
CBS, welcome home.
The role of Connor Walsh is now being played by Susan Batten.
I'll get us something to eat, Connor. Then I'll be ready.
Ready for what?
To go back to Oakdale.
Why? Why do you want to do that?
I have to go back, Connor. You know I do.
Wait. Let's not go back home.
Connor, come on.
No, I just don't know what the big rush is all about. Why can't we take some time for us?
We can do that. Later.
No. I want us to do it now. I mean, what's waiting for us back in Oakdale is the last thing that we need.
You're afraid for me, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm scared too, Connor. But I have to face it. I'm never gonna have a life if I keep running.
No! Oh, God, no!
Margot, what is going on?
Dark. Lights are out. Haven't turned the lights out. Someone is passing me. Someone bumped against me.
Who bumped against you?
No. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. No, it's happening.
Stop it. What are you doing? Michael, make it out!
Hey! What the hell is going on here?
She did it. She grabbed me. She patted my head. She tried to kill me. What? She tried to kill me. She grabbed me. She tried to kill me.
What's happening here? I don't know yet.
She's crazy. She's crazy. She tried to kill me. You have to lock her up for life.
As the World Turns. Brought to you today by Oil of Olay, a lifetime of beautiful skin.
I've said goodbye to bath bars. I don't even bother with body lotion. Now all I use is this. It's this 2-in-1 moisturizing body wash from Oil of Olay. Little dab on the puff, jump in the shower. Suddenly there's this wonderful moisturizing lather. Much better at moisturizing than the leading bath bar. And the Olay moisturizers are actually absorbed by my skin. My skin feels so much softer and younger.
Oil of Olay 2-in-1 moisturizing body wash. For moisturized skin, the leading beauty bar doesn't touch.
Body lotion? I don't even think about it.
Our cover girl between camera flashes said I simply despise lots of gunk on my lashes. New Natural Lash Darkener gives a wonderful look. Dark, silky lashes without all that gunk. Why, even lashes that are naturally light can look velvety, beautifully dark as night. Now, isn't that especially bright?
A fresh idea, fresh face to the world. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Soon you'll be on your way. Soon another busy day. Before your morning starts anew, take a moment just for you.
Folgers crystals are made with mountain-grown beans for rich ground roast aroma that surrounds you.
As that aroma fills your cup, this moment lifts you up. The best part of waking up.
Folgers crystals.
We're crashing!
What's crashing, Margot?
Chairs.
Margot, what's crashing? Tell me.
Chair, the plane.
What
crashing
plane?
The plane. We can't
What
stop
plane?
it. We can't stop it. We can't stop it. We're gonna
Margot,
die.
we're not gonna die, Margot.
What's going on?
What are you doing? You're not in that place, Margot. You're coming back to this room.
I'll never see Tom.
No, we're not.
We're dying.
Where are you? Get her out of this. I am trying, Doctor. Now listen to me, Margot. Margot, listen to the sound of my voice. Margot. No, Margot, what you see? Margot, what you see is just a picture in your mind. It can't hurt you. It doesn't mean anything. Margot, you're not there. You're coming back to this place. Margot, we're counting backwards from 5 to 1. Now, 5. 5, you are fully awake. 4. The past is gone, Margot. 3, hear the sound of my voice. It will bring you back to this place in this time. 2, you're fully awake. Margot, 1, you're awake. You're fully conscious. Margot!
What do you think you're doing?
She said she wanted to remember something about a wedding. She didn't say anything about the trauma. You see, Doctor, if there are fallbacks you can build in.
This is a hospital. It's not a damn birthday party. No. What do you think you're playing at?
No, I didn't. This is my fault. This is my fault.
I'm sorry. I just didn't know.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Come on.
Margot, I didn't know.
Oh, come on.
It's a long way from being all right. A long way. Let's go. Come on.
You can never let her out of jail. I'm not gonna be safe, I'm telling you. She came after me!
Hold it! Both of you, just pipe down for a second. Are you all right? Do you need a doctor?
I'm not leaving here until you both promise me that this...
Okay, Miss Domingo, we will hear you. Lily, what happened?
She needs to see a doctor. She did hit her head. Oh, come on, don't pretend you care about me.
We will worry about her. What happened?
It was... What are you asking her? She's not gonna tell you.
Miss Domingo, I told you that I will hear you. But I can't hear either of you if you're both speaking at the same time. Thank you.
Okay, Tom, she came by here. She asked me to do something about the newspapers to clear her brother's name. I said I couldn't do that. When I refused to do that, she grabbed me and pulled me towards the bar. Why would I ask a murderer for help? I'm not stupid. She set me up! I didn't make her grumpy. She's crazy. It was an accident.
What was an accident?
Pilar hitting her head. I was just trying to get away from her. This looks like somebody that is trying to let go of me. I didn't do that. She's lying. Yes, you did.
Okay. Okay.
What? What, you believe her?
Maybe I should take Ms. Domingo upstairs, make sure she's all right.
I think that's a great idea. Miss Domingo, if you please, we will sort this out.
Sort it out? Listen, I know what that means in this town. I'm not gonna keep quiet about this.
I am not asking you to keep quiet. I just think you probably need a moment before this hearing starts.
Tom.
Listen, and you, please, give me a moment.
Pilar set this up. Tom, you can't let her
Holden,
get away with
we will
this.
get to the bottom of this. Thank you for your help.
All I ask is one quiet day. Is that so much to ask?
No, tell me something. This does not sound like Lily, though.
No, Tom, but it's what I saw when I came in here.
What did you see?
Lily had her there. She was pulling her against the bar. She hit her head. If you ask me in court, that's what I'm gonna have to say.
You sure you're okay?
This is insane.
Don't worry, Tom knows that. He knows you.
I know, thank God.
Just try to relax, okay? After this afternoon, you will never be in jail again.
We'll see. Thank goodness I have a friend in the prosecution's office.
You know, we're not all against you, Pilar.
Really?
Yes, really. We do have friends here.
Oh, Henry.
Lucinda, how unsurprising to see you here.
Of course I'm here. I'm just glad I caught you before you put on your robes. I don't have to call you Your Honor.
Well, it's about time for me to put on those robes, so excuse me.
Of course. How are Trish and Sarah?
Excellent. Trish graduates law school in May.
Wonderful. And you're not the least bit proud. You should see the light in your eyes.
I'm very proud of both of them.
Well, you should be. They're good girls. They're wonderful girls. I like them both. You know, I often thought as I was raising Lily, I wish that I could have done the job that you and Leslie did. 2 parents and a good, strong father. Had assorted fortune hunters and all kinds of scoundrels have been chasing after Lily ever since she could turn 17 and gorgeous. Can you believe this? Do you believe it? That we're here today and we're debating Lily's sanity? It isn't funny, or it would be a farce. Because we know her. Who she is. You observed her with your daughters over the years at school, at social functions, at the club, and now this crazy girl is trying to paint Lily as a danger to society.
Well, that's the beauty of the American system, Lucinda. Everybody gets his day in court.
The American way. I bet she hasn't even got a green card. How is it that she's allowed to speak?
You're going to have to ask the DA about that.
All right. Poor man. Poor man. He's bending over backwards. Not to have the appearance of favoring the rich. And the tabloids, they're having a feeding frenzy. Sometimes I think it would be better for Lily if she were indigent. Now she's everybody's favorite target.
Lucinda, I am sorry. I know how hard this is for you.
Thank you. It is. But also, how unfair. How unfair. How would you feel if it were Trish?
I get your point.
Yeah, you gotta send a message that our children aren't targets. And crazed criminals, they aren't welcome in Oakdale.
You comfy back there, Diego? Listen, I'm sorry if you were thinking about heading back to Spain, but, well, I think we've got much better use for your rotting corpse right here. Well, I'm sure Pilar had a martyr's funeral planned for you, but I've got a much better idea. I got you. Now I'm the last bidder, Diego. Oh, don't worry. It won't be too peaceful, you know, like a cemetery or anything. No, it'll be much better, I promise. You'll love it, really. You'll be with your own kind.
Does your tissue stop wetness or spread it?
She sneezes right through that tissue, and it gets all over her hands. It gets on Jane's hands, gets on Sandy's, then Deborah's hand, then Marcy's hand.
Introducing Puffs Advanced Extra Strength, a revolutionary new tissue that keeps hands drier than regular tissue, and ultras.
This is thicker.
Puffs Advanced is 60% thicker than regular tissue.
But it's still really soft. If anything to keep their hands drier, it's this. I think we found something here.
New Puffs Advanced Extra Strength, the best ones to protect your loved ones.
I could do things to avoid accidents during the day, but then overnight, well, that was another story. I used regular thick pads and still had accidents. Well, Ultrathin Always taught me better. Protection isn't about thick. Compared to leading thick maxis, Always Ultra locks away 3 times the normal amount of moisture, because Ultra's super absorbent core traps moisture better to help give you better protection. Ultra's this thin, but it protects better. Always Ultra Thin with wings. Cleaner, drier, protects even better.
Well, bless his soul, but what's he know? As if he had a clue. I know he loves me, oh, but trust me, if he only knew.
For every other day of the year, wouldn't it be nice to wear underwear that actually turns you on? Fruit of the Loom, 100% cotton, stays comfortably in place. Really, really comfortable underwear.
What's cooking? Ah, a new ragu sauce, roasted garlic. Hey, call the family, tell them the news, if they haven't gotten a whiff of it already. Ragu, never a dull moment.
This one's new. New Blue Soft Soap Body Wash. The only one that combines an antibacterial formula with moisture beads. So dads, moms, even kids love it. New Soft Soap Gentle Antibacterial Body Wash. Wash away the germs, not the softness.
An ex-con.
Well, I'm never giving up on it.
And a cop.
I care about who shot my partner.
Collide on Easy Streets. CBS tonight. Contains adult content.
Hey.
Hey, yourself.
What are you up to?
Actually, I was just checking on the way the paper's covering this Santana murder. You're home awfully early.
Yeah, well, the garage was dead. Sparky told me to take off.
Really? Nothing to do there,
Nah.
It's funny. Sparky told my neighbor, Mrs. Simon, that he couldn't handle her car until sometime next week.
Yeah, that's because of a part that Sparky and I are waiting for. It's not in yet.
You know, that's pretty good. Almost fast enough that I'd believe it.
All right. Look, I was beat. And Sparky took pity on me.
It's not possible that he took pity on you so you could get home and check on me, is it? I mean, it's occurred to me that maybe you and Bob have decided to become a tag team. And when he's not here, you're going to be here, and when you're at work, he'll be here.
And Kim, you just had open heart surgery.
Oh, no. Oh, honey, don't misunderstand. I appreciate the concern, but I realize that I really have to do this on my own, and I'm supposed to be active.
Within reason.
Well, I'm very reasonable. However, I hate to tell you, but I'm just on my way out.
Out?
Yes. Don't worry. I've called a cab, but I'm going out. Excuse me. Hello?
Hi, Mrs. Hughes.
Nikki, hi, dear.
Listen, is Ryder home yet? Because I called Sparky's and he said he left early.
I'll tell him you called.
Thanks.
What was that all about? Stop it, stop
Rest
it.
in
I'm
here now.
okay.
You're not. Now, what do you think you're doing?
No.
This man is an amateur. You've been through trauma. You can't put
Well,
yourself
I
in the
didn't
hands
know
of
I was
an
going to
amateur.
go back to the crash,
Margot,
John.
you've had PTS. You know that there's always that chance. Even I know that.
But I just have to know what happened. I have to remember what
And
happened
you
at the
will.
wedding.
You will. You and Lynn Michaels will do it together, but you mustn't be so impatient.
I'm not doing it for me. I owe it to Lily.
Lily knows you're in her corner. Besides, there were many other witnesses at the wedding.
No, John, no. There are no other witnesses like me.
Well, yes, you're a trained cop, of course, but you were hardly on top of your game that day.
Gotta remember what happened that night. Gotta remember.
What are you saying to me here?
The gun I had that night is missing. I had my holster, but when I came out of it, the gun was gone. I could have been the one who did it. Yes, I was carrying my .38. It was a .38 slug that they found in Diego, and unless I can remember what I did or didn't do, there's every
You
possibility.
would have remembered
Oh,
that.
you're
Surely
so
you would have
sure.
remembered
You're so
shooting
sure
someone. Of
about
course,
that.
I'm sure. Come on. Does Tom know this?
Yes, Tom knows. And Hal knows. That's why I'm off duty.
Now, certainly they can't think that you had anything to
You
do
know,
with
it doesn't matter what anybody thinks, John. It matters what I did.
Look, you're going to get through this, all right? But you can't put all this blame on yourself. Now, come on, come on, come on. I want you to talk to Lynn Michaels. And it's going to be fine. Sit down here. Sit down. All right, I'm going to go get her. I'll be right back. By the way, I wouldn't say anything about this to Lucinda if I were you. With everything that's going on, it might be wise just to wait.
Oh. Oh, I'm gonna be late.
Don't you think we have done enough? Don't you think we have tried to do the right thing enough? Can't we just put ourselves first for once?
This isn't gonna go away if I run.
And it is not going to change if you go back. This is our chance. This is our chance. We can make a clean start.
How? How?
By closing the door on all the anger and on all the pain.
And do you really think that's possible now?
I think anything's possible if you love somebody. No more doubts. No more guilt. Let's make a safe haven where the only memories are the ones that we made here yesterday. It's so gorgeous up here.
Connor, that's a beautiful picture.
Oh.
But this isn't the right time.
Why?
Because,
Why not?
Because we have obligations and responsibilities.
To hell with obligations. If you weren't so moral and so upright in the first place, we wouldn't be in this mess.
It's my temper that got us here. And I gave into it. And that's why we're going back to Oakdale.
Why? Why do we have to go back?
Because it's our home.
It doesn't have to be.
Connor, what are you talking about?
I'm serious. Maybe we should never go back to Oakdale.
Find me a baby soon. Kidnapping, every parent's worst nightmare.
I found another one.
I should
should have been home taking care of my baby.
When the parents are falsely accused,
I'm under surveillance?
They think we arranged a fake kidnapping?
will their baby be found before it's too late?
You promised us a child.
But you'll have your baby. I just can't imagine our life without it. We're gonna get him back.
Linda Gray, Kathy Lee Crosby, a world premiere, When the Cradle Falls, CBS Tuesday.
Heart and soul.
Good news. The FDA has confirmed that soluble fiber from oatmeal as part of a heart-healthy diet may reduce the risk of heart disease. It's nice to know that while Quaker oatmeal is good for the soul, it may be good for your heart, too.
At KFC, we took our juicy tender roast chicken and smothered it with honey barbecue sauce. We call it New Honey Barbecue Tender Roast. You'll say it's finger-licking fun.
Everybody needs a little KFC.
Weatherman Normie's report is looking stormy, with heavy precipitation and leaks flooding low-lying areas. But wait! Huggies Ultra Trim diapers are moving in with the improved leak lock system. Up front for boys and in the middle for girls. Even after a downpour, there's hardly a leak. And Normie gives the soft cloth-like cover thunderous applause. The extended forecast looks bright thanks to Huggies Ultra Trim's outstanding leakage protection.
She makes a yard into a garden.
Beautiful.
She makes food into a feast.
With a dollop of whipped cream. Delicious.
And she makes a house into a home.
Look how it enhances this opaline lamp face.
Join Martha Stewart tomorrow on This Morning, only on CBS.
Meet a famous nun who may shock you tonight on the CBS Evening News.
So, how come you didn't want to talk to Nikki? You two have an argument?
No, it's not.
You seem very determined not to talk to her, and I don't much like being asked to lie.
Look, I'm sorry about that. It's just... Well, trust me, it's just better that Nikki and I don't talk right now.
Better for whom?
Nikki.
How come?
Well,
Might help to talk about it.
Oh, it's just that I'm tired, you know? And she's just gonna want to talk about her day at school, all these details, and I'm just not into it.
Seems to me you two haven't been seeing very much of each other lately.
Well, I've been busy at Sparky's, and most of the time I'm too broke to take her out.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. That wouldn't mean anything to Nikki. Come on, what's going on?
It's no big deal. It's... Nikki's dad's just not my biggest fan.
Hal? Well, that's funny. I thought that whole thing was over with. Besides, he was okay with you at Christmas. Ryder.
Huh.
Earth to Ryder.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Look, it's no big deal. Nikki and I we just figured that's your cab.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you waiting.
Now, I'm sure you don't. You think you've been saved by the horn, but you're wrong, because
Have a
we're going
great
to
time.
talk about this later.
Whatever you say.
I do say. I'm on your side. Remember that. See you later.
Okay. Did you forget something?
No, you did. Your girlfriend. You can't believe this story. This is Lily we're talking about.
We know. Maybe. Hal saw the incident. He said it doesn't look good, so I would rather not have to explain it. Just keep it short and sweet.
Have you got Lily's surprise ready?
Yes. Peggy's waiting outside.
Listen, when we get her back home, we have got to put our heads together to figure out how to convince her to fight this thing.
I'm grateful for all the help I can get.
Well, don't
So
worry.
Believe you me.
We'll be tough on her.
And when we get her home, we'll have time. Hi.
You better be ready for this. This could get a little bumpy.
I've tried to smooth the way, and I think I've succeeded.
All rise. Court is now in session. Judge Henry Shaw presiding.
Be seated. All right, on the record, in the matter of the state of Illinois versus Lily Santana, we'll now hear motions regarding bail. Miss Griffin.
Your Honor, you have read my motion, so I'll be brief. Lily Grimaldi has been a resident of Oakdale for many years. She has interests in several businesses here in town, and her family has been in the public eye. So she has nothing to gain by attempting to run. Now, you've seen the press that this case has drawn. Frankly, she wouldn't have a place to hide even if she wanted to. And she's done nothing but cooperate with the authorities since the evening of February the 14th. Now, we do have character references here from
Well, I
many
don't need
people
to
in
hear
town.
any character witnesses.
Most pressing of all, Your Honor, Lily has a 2-year-old son who's only seen his mother for 5 minutes since she was taken into custody. Now, if Lily is released, the only place she'll go is home to her son.
All right, thank you. Mr. Hughes, does the state wish to argue against this motion? You have had time to interview Ms. Domingo and investigate her allegations.
We have, Your Honor. While we sympathize with Miss Domingo's grief, we have found no reason to believe that Mrs. Santana is a threat to this community. It is my duty, however, to inform you of an incident that occurred a short while ago in the jail while Miss Domingo was visiting Mrs. Santana, and that was a quarrel. In deference to Miss Domingo's feelings, I believe that you should grant bail with a restraining order guaranteeing that the defendant and Miss Domingo have no further contact.
That's it? That's all he's gonna say?
As to the claim that Miss Santana is unbalanced, I'd have to say while her actions before the shooting were misguided.
No, don't listen to him! He's a liar!
He gets all the attention. But we know how it'll end. Streak spots, wipe, wipe, wipe. Stop ignoring me. Those engineers put me here because you need jet dry in your rinse cycle. Give me some jet dry. 1 little bottle a month. Let me fight that residue. Let me shine. Hallelujah.
Sweet nectar.
Look at that. Brilliant. So brilliant you could eat off it.
Jet dry.
Mwah.
Your dishwasher was designed for it.
These antacid tablets were a part of my life. I'd been taking them for my heartburn as long as I can remember, sometimes 4 or 5 a day. But now I've discovered something new. Mylanta AR. With Mylanta AR, I get the acid control of a whole roll of these with just 1 of these. So next time I get heartburn, I take long-lasting Mylanta AR. And bingo, no more antacid tablets.
New Mylanta AR, made strong to last long.
When are we gonna watch the video?
You got the pillows?
Got the pillows.
How about your seats?
My seat.
Anything else?
Totino's Pizza Rolls. Big pizza taste and every little bite-sized snack.
So, you got the movie?
Movie?
Hot, good, gone on video night.
On Super Bowl Sunday, Publishers Clearinghouse surprised one winner.
10 million?
Starting March 26th, they'll wake up 30 winners in 30 days with prizes up to $100,000. Enter today and you could wake up a winner.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Every day, they take your breath away. Oh, those men of guiding light. Hold on to the passion. Hold on tight and don't let go.
Rain couldn't keep these Seahawks fans home today. They're rallying in support of a new Seahawks stadium. But there's a powerful new opponent to the stadium bill, the NBA. See why pro basketball cares what happens with the Hawks today on 11 News at 4. Plus, look at this mess. Devastating tornadoes have ripped through President Clinton's home state of Arkansas. We'll share more video with you. And see how a local guitar maker is becoming a big hit in the music world. Join us for those stories and more on 11 News at 4.
The home show's over, but the low home show prices continue now through March 10th at Clearwater Spas and Stoves. Clearwater Spas and Stoves offers factory-to-you prices like a 5-person spa for only $2,895. Get the highest quality spas at the lowest price of the year. Now at Clearwater Spas and Stoves in Midway Camp on Pacific Highway South, in Bellevue at 138 to the Bell Red Road, and in North Linwood across from home base. Call toll-free 1-888-353-SPAS.
If you owned a factory that made a miracle life-saving fluid, would you share it with the world? You do. Give blood. Puget Sound Blood Center.
A little respite from the rain. The forecast at 4.
Welcome home. And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Yes, that'll be just fine. Thank you. Honey, don't worry about what you're reading in the paper. Tom assures me everything's going to be fine. It's going to be a breeze. And Lily will be home tonight at the Snyder farm with her sweet little boy.
I just keep thinking about her being away from that baby.
Oh, I know. It's going to be such a family reunion tonight. And I'm going there for dinner. Emma's fixing...
Hi, gang.
My Lord, I don't believe it. So nice to see you.
How'd you get here? Well, I took a cab.
Well, you didn't have to do that. Why didn't you call us?
Because I knew you were busy and I'm capable of dialing a telephone.
Still, it would have been no bother at all. What are you doing out?
Well, I had cabin fever. Oh, and believe it. Oh, you know, I want to see the new store. It is beautiful. I just love it.
Yeah.
And I figured when I was here, I might just buy something new and surprise my husband.
Oh, the lady is so smart. There's nothing like a new outfit to make you feel like $100.
Okay, have a seat. We'll take care of everything else. All right?
Okay. I'm fine, thank you.
Well, just in case.
All right. Look, I've got this. Your colors, darling, your colors. And feel it, it's so nice and cushy.
Yeah, well, cushy's not what I had in mind, actually.
Okay,
I
I was thinking silky then.
Yeah.
This is my favorite
It's very pretty, but you know
hostess
something?
outfit.
That's a little too casual.
And I was dressing up with some jewelry.
No, wait a minute. It isn't what I wanted.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there will come a time when we can put Oakdale behind us. But I don't think we can make a decision like that. Not now and not here.
Listen, this is the only time to make a decision. Listen, think about it. Anytime either one of us tried to do what we thought we should do or what was expected of us, we ended up hurting other people, not to mention each other.
And you're suggesting...
That we stop thinking and analyzing and agonizing and just do what we want to do.
So you think we need to act on impulse?
Yes, we can't do worse. Think about it. You need me up here in your cozy little cabin, and you can hunt and you can fish.
And you can make quilts?
No, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, you're gonna have to. It's freezing in here. We have no heat, remember?
I haven't been cold so far. We're industrious enough to keep warm, you know.
Mm-hmm. And if we stay industrious, there's gonna be no food.
Then I'll just kick you out when I get hungry.
You're dead serious, aren't you?
I am. Just think about this place, our own little place. No traffic and no cell phones and nobody we have to answer to or apologize to or feel upset about when we see them. We can just be ourselves.
And you're gonna learn to garden and keep house?
Why not? You know, as soon as my hunting and fishing skills get all right, then I'll be able to share that work with you. What do you say? Wouldn't you just love it?
Yes, I would. It's a wonderful idea, but I don't think this is the right time.
Come on, listen to me. Mark, if we go back, we are going to fall into the same rut. We can do this. We can make this happen, okay?
You know, I can almost believe it.
Believe it. Believe it. Lily, you got your plan, all right? You got your plan, all right? Making him nervous, right? I don't know.
Order.
He knows I shoot him myself if I lie.
Miss,
You'll have to sit down, please. Someone take control of this woman.
Take her out, Tom. Take her out. It's okay. Okay, come on. Yeah, it's me. Come on. Shh.
I can't hear him.
Who was that woman?
May I approach? Your Honor, that was Detective Margot Hughes, the DA's wife.
Oh, beautiful. She's involved in this somehow?
She was very close to the case.
What a mess.
The district attorney has asked me to handle this matter, and I'm prepared to go forward.
Now, given the circumstances, that sounds like a plan. Let's get this over with. All right, proceed.
Your Honor, in order to make a complete record, the state would like to call Miss Pilar Domingo to testify.
Wait a minute. I thought this thing was over.
Quaker is pouring on the big news. Quaker bagged cereals. A wide variety of delicious cereals in the great flavors your family craves. And you can forget high cereal prices because these Quaker cereals only cost about $2 a bag every day. Count on Quaker for family favorites at prices that are easy to swallow. Quaker bagged cereals. Great taste and savings by the bagful. And now try Quaker Honey Nut Oats and Frosted Oats, 2 new family favorites.
I've learned you're never too old to have fun.
You never have to stop learning.
It's all in how you look at it.
Today can be a great day. Life is about learning. Things that make you feel good. Things you trust. Like new Depend undergarments. The straps are now 50% wider to give you a better, more comfortable fit. And the best Depend protection ever. Depend, because you've got a lot of living to do.
I've learned to believe in myself.
Hey, aren't you the guy who scored that touchdown?
Yep.
New skateboard, huh?
Uh-huh.
So what's wrong?
My mom made ravioli, but it wasn't Chef Boyardee. Oh. I know.
Chef Boyardee. To a kid, it's everything.
Now there's a fat-free snack with all the crunch of popcorn, but you won't believe it.
I don't believe it.
All the rich flavor of toffee, but you won't believe it.
Can't be.
Because it's completely, wholly, utterly, without a doubt, fat-free.
Oh, sure it is.
New fat-free Crunch and Munch.
Out of here.
It's going up, going up. Buzz 3D, going up.
Now Buzz 3D brings you Camelot and Notre Dame.
Buzz 3D, going up.
Meet Tess. She's eating cereal. So now's the time for Carnation Follow-Up with all the nutrition of starter formulas. And Mom can save up to 20%. Carnation Follow-Up from Nestle, also in soy.
Honey, do you want to sit down?
No, please, I don't. No.
We upset you, darling. We didn't mean to do
You
that.
didn't. It's not you. It's just everything. Christopher is convinced that I'm dying. Bob and Ryder have a babysitting service going because of me.
They love you.
Oh, honey, I feel like I'm being smothered. Bob pretends like there's nothing wrong, but if I so much as sneeze, he overreacts. Mom is waiting on me hand and foot.
Oh, and that I'd take advantage of if I were you.
But I don't want to be waited on. I don't want to dress like I'm never going to leave the house again. I want a dress I can wear to dinner that makes me feel pretty. And I want my friends to treat me the way they always have treated me.
Well, all right then, madam. How about stepping right over here? Go through the racks yourself. We have a new spring collection. It's just come in.
And it looks beautiful.
Oh, it is beautiful. And thank goodness we don't have any more of those awful, hideous 70s greens anymore.
No, actually, I thought some of them were rather attractive.
Honey, you used them to your best advantage. I mean, how many designers are there who are wonderful and genius?
Yeah,
That's what you
not
are.
every line is BRO.
And you
this
like?
looks better.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Yeah, I
yes.
think this is great. Let's
Well,
start
it's
a
huge,
pile.
yes. And I don't know what in the world 7th Avenue was thinking of anyway. Some of those colors, honestly, Barbara, did you notice what they did to your complexion?
Oh, Kim, do you want something to prop your feet up?
Are you all right?
No,
I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. My heart didn't stop. I just wanted to sit down.
So what, are you gonna kick me out after I finish this?
Yeah. So, drink slowly.
What is up with you?
I just don't want to give your dad any more ammunition.
You know what, Ryder? He's being a jerk on his own. He doesn't need your help with that.
Maybe not.
What?
Maybe he's right.
Oh, come on. You're not telling me you're gonna pay attention to his stupid rules,
Nick,
are you?
he's just trying to protect you.
No, he's not, Ryder. He's on a power trip. You told him about the car parks. You were straight with him. If he wants to be a jerk, then that's his fault.
Yeah, but the thing is, he can make it mine. You know? I mean, if he knew you were here, he'd tell Aunt Kim that everything that happened. I mean, I don't know much about medicine, but I don't think that's a good idea that she gets upset right now.
So we'll be careful, Ryder.
No. I think it's better right now if we don't see each other.
What? Why are you saying this, Ryder?
I told you, Nick.
No, you didn't
I
tell
don't think
me.
it's good for Aunt Kim. Come on, I'm trying to protect
What
you.
are you trying to protect me from, Ryder?
So your reason for visiting the defendant was not malicious?
No. I only wanted her to get to the press to make them stop printing lies. The man at the funeral home, he wanted to throw my brother's body into the street, and I think the least he deserves is a decent burial.
And what was the defendant's response?
She refused.
And that was when the incident you described, the banging of your head against the bars, occurred?
Yes.
Ms. Domingo, where have you been living?
Excuse me?
Here in Oakdale. Where have you been staying?
I don't have a home here.
Well, you must have been staying somewhere at night. Where were you staying from December 20th up to the night of the murder?
In Memorial Hospital.
She's going to play it.
And why were you
We had to
in
leave
the
it there,
hospital,
it's
Miss
dangerous.
Domingo?
I had a racing accident, and I had a blood clot next to my brain, and they had to operate.
So your condition was quite severe.
They told me I almost died.
Your Honor, we have Ms. Domingo's medical records here to corroborate this testimony.
All right, I'll have a look.
Ms. Domingo, was the defendant aware of this head injury? Did she know how close she came to dying from it?
Yes. She came to visit me while I was in the hospital. Wished me well.
Jessica, do
So
something.
when the defendant smashed your head against the bars of her cell, she knew this could be life-threatening.
Objection, Your Honor. Assumes facts, not in evidence. We're not even taking evidence today, so...
You're right, on both counts.
Your Honor, the state has an independent witness to this incident, Lieutenant Hal Munson. We will link it up once you hear from him.
All right, that's fine. Miss, please don't speculate as to what somebody else is thinking, all right?
Of course you know, Your Honor. Who can know what Lily thinks?
Your Honor.
It'll be stricken. Move along.
Ms. Domingo, was the injury to your head the only injury inflicted on you by the defendant?
No. When she pulled me into the bars, she did this.
Ms. Domingo, do you feel that the defendant is a threat to you?
Yeah. I mean, she did that when she was behind bars. If she goes out on the street, I don't think a piece of paper from the judge is going to make her stop.
Thank you.
All right, you can step down.
The state would now like to call Lieutenant Hal Munson.
This isn't formal testimony, sir, so it's just for my benefit, so let's cut to the chase. Lieutenant Munson? Is, what the young lady said true? Is this what you saw?
Well, I can't say about all of it, Your Honor. When I came into the cell, what I did see was Lily was pulling Miss Domingo against the bars, and she did hit her head. Well, that's what I saw.
All right, thank you. Would your client like to answer these charges?
Yes. 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 When Pilar came to see me, she did hit her head, but everything she said after that is a lie.
So she didn't come to you to ask for your help?
Yes, she did, but everything that happened after that was an accident.
Thank you.
Your Honor, in light of this new evidence, the state feels it should reconsider its bail recommendation. While the defendant has no prior record of violence, she is accused of and has confessed to shooting and killing a man. And now we have evidence that she has attacked the man's sister. In good conscience, Your Honor, we feel we should now review Ms. Domingo's earlier claims that the defendant has a vendetta against her family and is a danger if released.
I hope he's ready for unemployment.
The state's first priority here is to make sure there's no more bloodshed, that our residents are safe. All our residents, regardless of their standing in the community.
He's mine.
I can see only one way to assure that in this case, Your Honor. Can we afford to release Lily Santana given what happened today?
Every 3/4 ounce Kraft single is made from 5 ounces of milk. How do they do that?
At night, when you're asleep, the Dairy Fairy flies into the kitchen. Dairy Fairy? Yeah. And pours milk onto the cheese. Then she uses her magic wand to make it all smooth.
Every 3/4 ounce Kraft single is made from 5 ounces of milk. That's why it tastes better than imitation cheese made mostly with oil and water. Taste the magic Kraft singles make.
I think that is wonderful.
You know, the problem with some of those portrait studios is they just don't listen to me. But Sears does. Sears doesn't tell me what portraits to choose either. I tell them. And I just buy the ones I like. The sizes, everything.
Now, during Sears' best sale ever, save 50%. Get the portraits you want for only $5 a sheet. Choose the poses you like most in your custom session, only $5 a sheet.
The way I see it, if Sears takes the time to listen, I know they'll take the portraits I want.
We're taking off as much as we can. Hurry, as we drop the prices on almost all Fruit of the Loom clothing. It's a really, really big deal.
One of the best films of the year is coming to video. Now, you and your kids can share the movie Siskel and Ebert gave 2 very spirited thumbs up. The best animated Disney picture since Beauty and the Beast. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Coming to video March 4th.
A toothpaste that really whitens without bleach or harsh abrasives? It's Aquafresh Whitening with a patented tri-clean formula that's tough on stains, yet gentle on your teeth.
Not better than my Rembrandt.
Even Rembrandt can't beat Aquafresh Whitening for dazzling whiter teeth.
She wanted to remember the love they shared for butter, but cholesterol took away their passion until...
I can't believe it's not butter.
I can't believe it's not butter. The taste you love without the cholesterol.
What a work of art.
Lisa, you're absolutely right. This is a better season than last year.
Yes, and we are so relieved.
And Barbara, your line is absolutely gorgeous. It makes me want to buy the whole store out.
And boy, wouldn't that get Bob's attention.
It certainly would, but you know, he would never deny you anything.
Anyway, I think I probably am going to settle for 1 or maybe 2. But I think I'll try them all on anyway. I think probably I could use a hand here.
Oh, how silly we are. Just
it's all right. That's all right.
Here, I've got it. I'll go get the dressing room all
honey,
set for you.
Oh, no, I've got it. Now, you just, you must promise to model every single one of these for us. I mean, whether you like them or not.
I promise.
Yes, all right. Wow, that was a real blast.
Oh, you heard her. You've got to lay off.
Me? Listen, you're the one who was hovering all over.
I was not.
You were, too. You said, sit down, Kim. Prop your feet
Well,
up
she
there.
sat,
What?
didn't she?
Oh, Lord, honey, do you think this is ever going to get easier?
Not anytime soon.
May I help you?
Kim is fine. We just have to keep telling ourselves that Kim is fine.
I only left the room for 5 minutes.
Okay.
I thought she should see Dr. Michaels before she went home. She really thought you were Diego when she came in?
Would you please stop talking about me as if I'm not here?
You're right, honey. Sorry. I'm sorry, too, but I'm a little worried about you.
I know.
So what did the judge say when she came in the courtroom? Remember?
I don't know.
You know what? It doesn't matter what the judge said. It doesn't matter what anybody says. The only thing that matters is you get better.
I want to give you a little sedative before Dr. Michaels comes in.
Good. Sedative. Good.
I need 5 milligrams of Valium here. I am. Somebody, please?
The kids are at home.
Sweetie, I think you better stay here.
But it's almost dinner time. If I've got to make them dinner, they're going to be hungry.
Now, listen, Margot, you're going to spend the night here tonight.
I love you, honey. But I think you really need to be here right now.
Introducing the best thing to happen to breakfast in a generation. New Kellogg's Honey Crunch Corn Flakes.
Sweet life is calling, falling for something bold. It's a kick, it's a crunch taste of honey and a heart of gold.
Sweet honey and nuts baked to an incredible crunch. And under it all, the simple goodness of Kellogg's Corn Flakes, the heart of gold.
Something new that never grows old.
New Kellogg's Honey Crunch Corn Flakes.
Taste of honey and a heart of gold.
Albert? Come on in.
Cappuccino.
Amaretto cappuccino from Maxwell House.
Lucky ducks, we're having so much fun. Lucky ducks, trying to find the right one.
Lucky Ducks is the game full of ducky sounds preschoolers love.
I win!
Lucky Ducks, the ducky first game from Milton Bradley.
When I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation I'm ice fishing with my buddies. Oh, something bites. Oh, it's a big one. Uh-oh. Will the ice hold me? Oh, man against beast. Man against the elements. Oh,
York peppermint patty. Get the sensation.
What are you trying to protect me from, Ryder?
Me, okay? Look, maybe your dad's right. Maybe I am trouble.
Like, if you want to break up, just come out and say it.
I didn't
Don't use
say
my
that.
dad for cover,
Nikki, I didn't
Ryder.
say that. I swear, I love you.
You love me, but you want me to leave.
I don't want to make any more trouble for you. It's the last thing that you need.
No. Ryder, the last thing I need is a boyfriend who won't talk to me. You know, when you're thinking about what's best for me, think about this.
You ready to jump back in that truck and leave?
Not yet.
Well, what about never? I'm working for never here.
Well, you're gonna have to try a little harder.
Oh, I will. I will.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not. I lost you once, Mark. I don't want that to ever happen again.
Whatever happens, Connor, I'm never going anywhere without you.
Good. Means you're staying here with me.
Hey. Do you know how much I love you?
I'm about to find out. Stay here with me.
Can't work, Connor.
It will work. We'll make it work. Whatever it takes.
Mr. Mingo,
Do you remember me? I'm the director of the funeral parlor where your brother was resting.
Was?
Yes. That's why I'm here. We have a problem.
Yes, you told me.
No. Another problem. This is so very awkward.
What happened? Just say it. What happened?
Your brother's body is gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
Just that. It's gone. Missing.
All right. I've received the submissions on both sides, and I'm prepared to rule. Despite the character references and the friendly advice I've received on this matter, I have to look at the merits of the state's argument. And the evidence is persuasive. Bail is denied.
No! I don't see how we can do this.